was asked to take some pictures and some close-ups of my coop in progress. Just so everybody knows, yes, I know there's these gaps with the pallets. That will get blocked up. Let me grab a piece of wood here. Basically, I've got more pallets I'm taking apart, and it's going to go over like that. So, block it up, that kind of thing. This is for my nesting box. This was not in the, kind of copying somebody else's plans, but this was not in theirs, and this was my ideal. It should be big enough. It is a 4x8 piece of plywood framed up underneath and sitting on these concrete blocks. There are slides underneath there, so we can like move it if we need to. The only downside is sometimes with the pallets, you can't quite get them straight. Well, the front two frames are completely straight. This one is kind of crooked. And that's simply so we didn't have to like cut down this anymore or anything. So I'll cover it up with plywood. You won't ever notice it. But this is going to be the human door. Like I said, there's the nesting box. And we're making this for about 8 chickens. We do have just one little foot of kind of a step right here. And the reason we did that is because the way the pallets measure up, they only go about 7 feet. They don't go 8 feet. And then chicken doors here. Now I know the chicken door looks really high. The thing is we're going to be doing a deep litter system. And so this gives us space to build it up. But this is going to be the chicken door. And I got to build a ramp and all that good stuff. And let me go this way. These are the trusses. As you can see, we ended up, there's been some birds here and they're not the chickens. As you can see, we put another board up here. And the only reason we did that is because once we build these frames, we kind of realized the roof wouldn't clear this. So we added a board. And for those wondering about these are gussets. You can go buy gussets, like metal sheets and stuff, but you're looking at about $8 for 7 of them. And depending on how strong you want to make the roof, that may be enough, may not be enough. I wanted to make it really strong just because we get some winds. Oh, probably a bad idea to do that. Anyways, these are on both sides, the front and the back, on every single corner. All that is plywood that we cut out foot squares and then cut the foot squares diagonally. And that's how we made our gussets. They're super easy to do. Those are nailed up there. Most of this is screwed together, but those are nailed just because it was easier to do. Still got more work. I've got plywood I'm going to put up on this side and the chicken door side. I got to cut those out. Hopefully I'll get that done today. And then I can start working on plugging up these holes. Well, actually, no. I'm going to work on the nesting box after that. And then I plug up the holes because I got to make sure everything measures right. Then I can paint. I'm going to paint it red and white. And then I got some free linoleum, stick-on linoleum, that I'm going to put down, or vinyl, I'm going to put down here to kind of help. And then I got to go get a little bit more roofing material. I had half of the roof donated to me. Not this, but what I'm going to put up here. Half of the roof donated to me, so I've got to go find the other half. So far, lumber-wise, and we're talking, because the only lumber I've actually bought is the plywood, and this, and, or like the 2x4s. We're looking at roughly, about $80 worth into this. It's just not too bad, considering the size of the coop it is and everything. And like I said, probably when we get done, it'll be about $150 into this, which is not bad for first coop. I'd love to build super expensive coop, but my dog's fence is getting done first. So chickens, they can have this kind of coop, and then I'll build them a bigger one next time, or next year. Yeah, and then there's the garden. I put it fairly close to the garden, so once those plants are mature and I decide to let them free range a little bit, they can go over there and eat the bugs off my plants. So there's nothing planted yet. I'm planning to do that probably Friday. That's when I hope to do it. So, alright, well, I hope that helps anybody who's trying to build a coop. And by the way, these are just standard pallets. I did take off the bottom boards. And what we're going to do for roosting bars is we're going to set them up on here to here, a couple of them. kind of secure them down so they're not rolling or anything, and that should make some happy chickens. So hopefully the girls will like it, and if not, tough luck. That's what they that's what they get for living off my dime. All right.